welcome back to my channel. It's Teacher Kim here. As you know, I've been pulling from my daily sanctuary Bible and reading some passages. Today's is on your child's love tank. This is taken from Numbers 14:18, which says that the Lord is slow to anger and filled with unfailing love, forgiving every kind of sin and rebellion. But he does not excuse the guilty. He lays the sins of the parents upon their children. The entire family is affected, even children in the third and fourth generations. So each child has their own love tank. So we're going to read about the love tank. Every child has an emotional tank, a place of emotional strength that can fuel him through the challenging days of childhood and adolescence. Just as cars are powered by reserves in the gas tank, our children are fueled from their emotional tanks. We must fill our children's emotional tanks for them to operate as they should and reach their potential. But with what do we fill these tanks? Love, of course, but love of a particular kind that will enable our children to grow and function properly. We need to fill our children's emotional tanks with unconditional love, because real love is always unconditional. Unconditional love is a full love that accepts and affirms a child for who he is and not what he does. No matter what he does or does not do, the parent still loves him. Sadly, parents often display a love that is conditional. It depends on something other than their children just being. Conditional love is based on performance. It is often associated with training techniques that offer gifts, rewards, and privileges to children who behave or perform in desired ways. Of course, it is necessary to train and or discipline our children, but only after their emotional tanks have been filled. Those tanks can be filled with only one premium fuel: unconditional love. Our children have love tanks ready to be filled and refilled. They can deplete regularly. Only unconditional love can prevent problems such as resentment, feelings of being unloved, guilt, fear, and insecurity. Only as we give our children unconditional love will we be able to deeply understand them and deal with their behaviors, whether good or bad. And this is written by Gary Chapman and Ross Campbell, and it's from the 5 love languages of children. Love is not easy. Loving a child, loving a spouse is not easy. When you give birth to that child, or your wife gives birth to the child, you have a child, you adopt a child, they come into your life. Sometimes they're not easy to love. They do things that test your patience, test your frustration, your anger, your ability to show love. But what they need is love. Unconditional love. No matter what they do, no matter how they mess up, no matter how they hurt your feelings or break something or hurt themselves or others, they need your love from an early age. They need that unconditional love to know that no matter what, you will always have their back. Do you love them when they're in trouble? Of course you do. Are you happy? No. Who's going to be happy when their child does wrong? But it's how you handle that that shows them love. Yes, we train them. Yes, we discipline them. However, your family disciplines. We need to do certain things to show them love. Loving them is not giving in constantly. Loving them is not always saying yes. Loving them is saying no. It's saying, this is how it needs to be for your safety, for your well-being, for your health. That's unconditional love. And it means hugging them and kissing them and cuddling them and whatever your child's love language is. Do all children want to be held all the time? No. My son occasionally comes, he's 9, and he occasionally comes and wants to be hugged, but most of the time he prefers to be left alone. But he knows I love him, and he knows I would do anything for him. My parents raised me with unconditional love. I know even today, if I go to my mom, because my dad's gone to heaven, if I go to my mom and say, Mom, I need help with this, or Mom, I'm struggling with this, she's going to have my back. Has she always been 100% supportive? No, of course not. She knows there's certain things she didn't agree with that I've done in the past. And that's fine. That doesn't mean she didn't love me. Same for my children. They misbehave. I'm looking at my daughter over there. They misbehave. I still love them. I discipline them because I love them. I tell them no because I love them. And I hope that each and every day I fill up their love tank. I hope I show them unconditional love no matter what. So, that said, I'm going to end this now. This was just something that touched my heart today. If you have questions, comments, concerns, let me know. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think. As long as people still like this, I'm going to keep going. There's so much good in this book. And I'm not talking about just the Bible parts. I'm talking about the devotionals are so good and so touching, and they're short. So, thank you for listening, and I will see you next time. Bye.